It's Cinco de Mayo, a day which commemorates Mexico's victory over the French Empire in 1862. However, since then, it's become a huge thing in the States, many seeing it as a way of celebrating Mexican culture. I've never heard of it, quite frankly. But apparently, it's as big as St. Patrick's Day or the Super Bowl in the States. Did you know this?
Not until you told us earlier.
Well, there you go. That's why I'm here. You're welcome. So, to celebrate the occasion, we thought we'd try some Mexican-inspired cocktails from the one and only JJ Goodman. Cocktail maker. Yeah. I mean, you would just not know that you're a cocktail maker, would you?
We get one of these when we apply for the role.
Yeah. Here's your shirt. Right, where are we starting with this?
Mate, we're going to jump straight in with some Mezcal. So,
all right, go in.
Yes, of course, everyone's expecting to talk about tequila today, but I don't want to stop there. There are some absolutely beautiful movements happening in the Mezcal world, and this is Oyo, which I absolutely love. Movements.
It's a good thing.
It's travelling far and wide across the world. Big, smoky, heavy flavours coming through, light and refined, and not a worm in sight.
Which is what my memories of Mezcal were.
Well, I think for
sticky-floored nightclubs and worms in
it was like the kind of tequila's poor cousin, and it's just not like that anymore, is it?
It's completely flipped the other way around, actually. Because it's so labour-intensive to make these mezcals, they have to dig a big hole, fill it with coals, put the piñas on, cover those. It's so labour-intensive. It's actually much more expensive than normal tequila. But if you love like a peaty Scotch whiskey or like those big amumi-style flavours...
Amumi?
Amumi.
I'm not familiar with that.
But it's also... I'm
not going to let that go.
I've got you, JJ. It's so smooth.
It is smooth.
Surprisingly smooth.
It's big and it's gorgeous. So for that, I've put it into a classic style Negroni, which I know you love, I know you both love.
Absolutely.
And they're absolutely stunning. So you've got all the richness from all the Campari, from all the vermouth, you've got all that great flavour going on. But instead of the gin, which is light and delicate, we've come in with a big, robust, powerful mezcal, which I've blended out with a little bit of tequila as well, just to soften it slightly. So it's a really, really gorgeous alternative.
No one has ever said the phrase, I'm going to soften it with tequila.
Or emoji, for that matter.
That's just a made-up word.
So that's two. I'll see if I can find a third one for you.
That, as you know, Negroni is one of my favourite cocktails. That is a revelation. It is absolutely delicious.
Hokey, right?
Incredible drink from the guys at Disrepute in London. I absolutely love it.
Gorgeous.
Speaking of my...
Yeah, I love it. This is brilliant. I actually done a fish dish where I've dressed it with the same flavours.
Really?
Raw fish dish with them sort of mezcal or tequila flavours. It's really good.
Dirty dog.
It's really tasty.
That sounds amazing. Right, what's next?
Next up, we're going to go into our picante. So this is a really famous drink, made famous by the Soho House Group, one of the top sold cocktails on the planet.
So
they do an amazing one. This is my twist at the Cocktail Club, using a little bit of pineapple juice.
Like that.
And for those who aren't drinking today, I've decided to use some Lyres. Which they do an agave blanco spirit as well. So I've just substituted it out. So this is non-alcoholic. It's flavoured with
delicious.
A little bit of coriander and some chilli as well. I've used a little bit of Tabasco.
Yeah,
a little
you
bit
get
of
the kick.
He likes Tabasco, doesn't he?
That
got
is
a kick, this,
delicious. Really, really
nice little bit of fire to it, soft, a little bit of sweetness, nice amount of acidity. I think that's a really well-balanced drink.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
This wakes you up. I mean, if you want your eyes to water, take a good sip of this.
That's really refreshing.
Really refreshing, yeah.
Really refreshing. I like that a lot.
The circus is Mexican-themed this year as well, so this is going to be perfect for that.
Yeah? Well,
and you really don't miss the alcohol because the flavour, there are layers of flavour in there.
The spice is a really great substitute, I think, for alcohol because it's dry, and the spice gives a bit of dryness. So it adds as a brilliant substitute, and it balances out and still adds complexity and flavour.
What's brilliant about this is it's a proper drink.
Yes.
When you have, if you don't drink like me and you try low alcohol, no alcohol wines, there's no point. Whereas this actually is a story in itself. It's fantastic.
I'd much rather have that
because of the chili.
Yeah.
Really. I like that.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, let's move nicely on to the Mira Margarita.
OK. So this is a pre-made.
These are some really great friends of mine at Hasher down in Dalston.
Right.
They pre-bottled this. It actually won the best tequila drink in the world, I think, last year. They're amazing guys, absolutely fabulous, and they've done a clarified margarita. The interesting thing there is obviously removing the fresh lemon juice.
Stop talking.
That's
amazing.
Gorgeous. And I do think with these pre-bottled cocktails, they can be a bit hit and miss, but that is such a hit. It is fabulous.
So good, isn't
Really,
it?
really good.
And seriously, you just pour it into a shaker over ice?
No, you don't even have
No.
to make it.
Straight out of the fridge, or the freezer.
Okay.
Yeah, as cold as possible.
I mean, you're a mixologist, isn't this a cop-out?
Well, that's like the ready meal version. You know, that's it.
Well, I said Helen doesn't squeeze her own grape, so I'm allowed to.
That's a bit personal.
We've known each other a long time.
Let's not go there at this time on a Saturday morning, JJ.
So it's great. So they've got the clarified acidity. The tequila's from the guys at Patron, which is gorgeous, loads of flavour. And then they use a little bit of Margarita bitters, which got a little bit of a suspicion of lavender as well.
Suspicion of lavender?
Suspicion of lavender.
You see, if you'd known there was lavender in there, you would have done your eye roll.
I wouldn't have touched it.
But it's delicious,
It is really good.
Yeah,
grapefruit is beautiful with it.
Diluted to perfection as well. Like, I really enjoy drinks these days. They're a little bit on the lighter side on dilution. But I think you get so much more of the flavour coming through from the big, heavy spirits. And you can enjoy them more.
Yeah, and it's all about balance, isn't it?
That's me.
All about balance.
Which is my life.
Which is your life.
Quite frankly.
Yes, exactly.
That's delicious. I've got quite into tequila in recent years. Since I've realised you can drink good tequila and you don't want to kill yourself.
Okay.
You know that awful hangover the next day? With bad spirits. Anyway, favourites, Nath?
Definitely. Whoa, that's a hard one. The Negroni's great. Yeah, all of them. All of them are great.
Nathan
I'll
Outlaw.
take that.
Let's all agree
How was
on
the
that.
non-alcoholic one, boys?
Incredible.
Can I say, when I went to Sunday school, they warned me about people like you. A den of iniquity. This is a 21st century speakeasy. 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning. It's tequila. It's Negroni. This is delicious.
It's
really
very good.
superb.
It really is.
This is very good. This, for me, banging.
The winner.
Yeah.
You can have that bottle
I
then.
love that. I love that. Can I take that?
You can take that.
That's very kind. You?
I'm holding my two favourites.
OK, fair enough, because you don't have three hands. Will Giles be facing his food heaven, my Victoria Sponge dessert, infused with vanilla and lemon syrup, or his food hell, a Middle Eastern-style poached cod with delicious date puree, caramelised onions. That's the drink, not my dish. We'll find out after Nigella makes a creme caramel for one.
One.